Let us fight the monsters. You're Irish, so you could live on potatoes. Potatoes are pretty good. I like the many ways that you can kind of do things with potatoes. So that's been enjoyable. This seems like an encourage. Let's encourage. Ooh. Chrono down. That now. See, I thought this was all status debuffs. I done goofed with that one. Oh, you have breath now. That's great. Guess we'll hold off on that. Oh, thank goodness. Mixed bacon bits, mushrooms, and tomatoes into a brown rice stir fry with some chili flakes. Have I tried chicken broth? I have not tried any broth. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Turning them. Blind chant. I think this would be a valuable attack. Did not light anybody on fire, though. Let's see, this is after 3 of them attack. Oh, I don't want to do that. One of the reasons that I have been using, oh my gosh, ground beef is because the ground beef adds something, like slightly different to the rice. I think it complements the rice pretty well. But on top of that, the onions that I add, onions soak up some really good flavor. And this was something that I had not experimented with very much and kind of wish I did do more, is like putting seasonings on onions and then like cooking the onion is just such an effective way to add so much flavor to, oh my gosh, to a dish. Please leave her alone. Um, 135. She is totally gonna die. Boyd, why don't you have any good abilities? Now I can't attack that guy. Didn't work out so hot for me. Sauteed bacon and rice together. Then add onion, rosemary, and thyme with minced garlic. And add chicken broth. Autofill killing you. Such is life. Does this... So it revives regardless. I don't think we're going to get up to 100 though. I need to kill that guy over there, but seems like that's happening. Like onion, but you don't like it in big chunks? Oh man. I love me some onions. Love me some onions. There's a crit right there. Gonna have to steal that crit. All that food talking, now you're hungry. I'm hungry too. It's 9 o'clock over here in the morning. So I'm definitely oh great. I'm definitely giga hungry. Alright, do we have anything that gives CP? Oh, this revives. He's just gonna immediately die, but no. Oh, actually, he would not have died, but he insta-died. Such is life. Chick Slice is gonna die too before she can... Oh, actually? Oh my gosh. This fight is annoying. Insta-death. Will it ever be a mechanic that is enjoyable? Take that, sucker. Alright. Don't call it a comeback. Oh, lovely bibliophile. I googled H-Mart yesterday, and while I would technically say that it is not that close, there are some H-Marts that are not an insane distance away from me, and so might have to go check one out. It may have to happen. Alright, this is where everything blows up in my face, because I'm going to do this, and it's just not going to work out. Like it's going to work out. Well, this used way more resources than I really wanted it to. But hopefully nobody else dies. Hopefully I get something good. Give me a instant death prevention item. I got engineer boots. It took everything from me. Everything. Well, at least I still have my charming personality. That's the spirit. Alrighty. So these are just direct upgrades for the grasshoppers. I don't want to fight the spider guys anymore. I once upon a time I had 6 revival items. And I think I had started with 1. Because I bought it. So expensive. Hey, there it is. And white fur. It's just like the legendary divine wolf. Am I looking at the same wolf here? It's clearly blue and white. Finally decided to come out and play, eh? No way you're getting away now. Come on, let's hurry and take him down. Wait a moment. I do not sense any hostility. Huh? I will handle this. Wait, Tio. You out of your mind? Calm down, I will be fine. We finally meet. I feel as though you have been seeking us. Is there perhaps a message you wish to relay? It is just as I thought. Yo, you can understand it? Not exactly, but I can basically infer its intentions. What is your message? Oh, that means... Hey. Crap, he's escaping. Making a friggin' mountain goat. Or something. He's like mountain goat. What did he say, Tio? Definitely seemed like he was trying to tell us something. I'm not certain, but the nuance seemed to be something along the lines of, the final fragment lies ahead. Okay, there is no way you understood that dog. And it said, the final fragment lies ahead. Get out of here. The rest is in your hands. That's all I could gather. Final fragment? Yes, at least I think that was it. I'm sorry I could not be clearer. It is up to you whether you believe it or not. Oh, no, I believe it. I was just thinking. Final fragment lies ahead. In other words, we're near the last piece of the puzzle we need in order to figure out these attacks. Wait a minute. Assuming Tio's interpretation is accurate, is it really okay for us to just believe what that wolf told us? Fair point. He and his pals are our main suspects for the attacks, yeah? If he's smart enough to communicate with us, then he's smart enough to lie to us. Could be trying to throw us for a loop. No, I disagree. There's a good chance that wolf isn't one of our culprits. Really? Serious? What makes you think that? If he says that he saw that wolf the 2 times that they were on the bus, I'm calling shenanigans. Well, something stood out to me. The appearance? According to Lytton, who was ambushed on the hospital roof, the wolf-like monster that attacked him had a black coat of fur. Now that you mention it. Furthermore, according to the testimonies at Amorica and St. Ursula, on the night of the attacks, no one recalled any howling. Yeah, I guess that is kind of strange. Now that I think about it, dang, I was supposed to choose the howling one too. Right, but that doesn't necessarily mean we can cross him off our list of suspects entirely. It's possible he's their leader and is commanding the Black Wolves to do his dirty work. Packs tend to have an alpha, so you may be right. Still, if he isn't responsible for the attacks, we may have to rethink things. There may be two different kinds of wolves, each acting on its own. Yeah, it's a safe assumption. Not only that, but he may very well have been a divine wolf like one from the legends. And if that's true, then these black wolves, who we haven't seen hide nor hair of, are the ones causing this whole mess. The pieces are starting to fall into place. I also feel that is a likely scenario. And as I previously mentioned, I sensed no hostility from the wolf. Yeah, I agree. Final fragment lies ahead. By ahead, do you think he was referring to Mainz? Yeah, I can't see what else it'd be. We're almost there, so let's just keep going as planned. Understood. You're forgetting that last part, though. The rest is in your hands. Kinda pretentious, if you ask me. He too good to lend us a paw? That may be true, actually. I did get the impression he was being condescending. Well, I guess I'm used to that by now. Let's get back on track and put an end to this investigation. Right, I feel like we're on the cusp of making a breakthrough. Clearly, the fragment is literally right in front of us, and we're just missing it right now. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do, especially against a new enemy. Oops, wow. Off to a great start. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Let Gross. Even now, I'm trying to think what the fragment could be. I have some theories, especially after seeing Ren. No, I've been saying this for a while. You know, I'm waiting for kind of that one and only moment. I'm waiting for them to show up. They haven't shown up yet, which is par for the course. It does take a while for them to show up. But also, don't think Ren is with them. Or maybe I'm wrong. It's been a hot minute since I've played all of the previous games. So, oh wow, she just barely missed out on that. I guess we're just gonna have to find out what Ren has been up to, and what our peoples have been up to. All that other good stuff. I didn't get one of the things either. Okay, we'll focus on this. Oh. You disappoint me. that did good damage. Oh, that did good damage too. Okay. Maybe I'm tripping for nothing. Nice. He needed that. Oh, anyways, I didn't finish my potatoes air fryer moment. Potatoes and air fryer, fantastic combination. Your investigation into the theft of this chest comes up empty, much like the chest itself. You conveniently ignore the fact that you are the thief. Rouge Angel introduced me to this like spice rub or something. Like it's a Creole rub or something like that. Long time ago. And ever since then, I have been using that as a seasoning for all kinds of things. And I've been putting it on the potatoes. Oh my goodness. So good. Love me some good food. Alright, this time I get the thingamabobber. I should probably try to cook other things with this air fryer, but it's pretty easy with potatoes. You know, just cut them up. I got a really big potato at the grocery store the other day, and I decided to stand up the potatoes, you know, slices, and that actually might be a new technique. Gives me an old mind. Gate is firmly shut. So I'm going to be trying that technique the next time I cook potato. Oh, I'm almost done with the Grayson's section, the encounter report as well. This is gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. I can't wait. Might be sitting down early again today. I'm back. Well, this is Mainz, Crossbell's leading Septium producer. It is in a rather inaccessible place, is it not? Yeah, I gotta agree. It reminds me of Amorica Village. It's like night and day compared to the city. Yes. Seems they've modernized their mining technology, at least, though. What's that black vehicle there? Wonder if they use it to transport septium deposits. Don't you think it looks a little too fancy to be hauling around rocks, though? Appears to be a special transport vehicle designed by the Empire's Reinford Company. Their latest model, no less. If it's that cutting edge, it must have cost a fortune. Perhaps it's the town mayor's private car. It's a possibility. Either way, we should try visiting him before anything else. Hopefully he can shed some light on circumstances regarding the monster attack here in Mainz. So, despite having the localized version of this game, you made 0 progress on it. Sometimes that's just how it works out, Mr. JRPG. When you're a trailblazer, sometimes you just gotta do things the tough way. Oh my, 2 handsome men at the same time. Something wrong, miss? Oh, don't mind me. I was just admiring the view out here. Welcome to Mainz. Please take your time to savor everything our town has to offer. The green shop up here. What do you sell? What do you sell? If I was doing side quests, I'd probably waste money on these things. But I'm not doing side quests. And money is very difficult to come by. Must be the entrance to the Mainz mine. It's locked. I can't blame them for being cautious after the wolf attacks. Gotta move real cautious. How, I didn't manage to... Actually, hold on a second. I want to test something. Twitch released this new thing. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch exactly what the game was all about, but how was that, like, Wizard of Oz game that you were playing? It was such a weird game for me to see you play, Mr. JRPG, or not see you play. I wish I could see what this shoutout actually looks like. On my end, it just says, shoutout was given to Mr. JRPG. But definitely shout out to Mr. JRPG. The most JRPG of all of us JRPGers. Except when he WRPGs. Sometimes he WRPGs too. I don't know what I'm looking for. But if I stumble upon a sparkly, it will begin danger. Hold on. Voices can be heard from behind the door. Something wrong. Sounds like the mayor is in the middle of something. Maybe he has visitors. Well, that's never stopped you from barging into the mayor's house previously and getting to all them whatchamacallits. Oh, you folks have business with the mayor. Yeah, we wanted to speak with him. So we came to the right place after all. Yep, you sure did. But you see, probably not a good time to barge in right now. Sounds like he's having a serious discussion with someone or another. A discussion? Discussion about what? You know how the CGF pulled their forces from the area this morning? They didn't find any clues on the beasts that attacked Mainz, so we were freaking out about what to do. As that was happening, some help showed up from the city. Help? Only one group comes to mind. The Bracers, probably. I don't know that much, but whoever it was, I think they were coming up with countermeasures against the monsters. Now, I also don't know why you're here, but if I were you, I'd wait a bit before you see the mayor. Then you pull betrayals, you come back around. Something like that, yeah. What should we do? If he's busy, there's nothing we can do about that. Let's gather all the information we can from around town and come back here later. Because we don't have much of a choice. Man, why can't it ever be, or just be easy? I'm telling, man, Randy, you know what's up. We'll have to make really good guesses on where we're gonna get information. Ownership of Crossbell has long been disputed between Erebonia and Calvard. The septium produced here in Mainz has been one of the leading causes of that. Nowadays, Crossbell's prosperity comes from its financial sector, but that doesn't mean septium mining isn't still important. My husband was recently attacked by a monster on his way home from work. Thankfully, his injury is not too serious. He's still upset, of course, but I think he ought to look on the bright side and enjoy the time off. Is he getting paid for that time off, though? That is the question. One of the miners was attacked by monsters not too long ago. His wounds weren't too serious, but he was told to take a few days off just to be safe. Goddess, I wish that was me. You know about that locked tunnel outside of town, right? Apparently, it's a long-abandoned mine shaft. Doesn't that sound awesome? I really want to explore it someday. Then again, going anywhere near there would only put me in the mayor's bad side. Who in here has got the information? Okay, we want to order something doing at the counter. Well, you have business with me or something? Been seen you around before from Crossbell City, I take it. Sorry to say, you did not come at a good time. Recently, wolf-like monsters have been rampaging through Mainz. They even hit our food stores near the front of town. Goddess, what a bunch of pests. Man, the jacket is super cute, but the tall redhead looks like a total bad boy. Is something wrong with her, or... Relax, man. A lady that just can't take her eyes off you is the last thing to worry about. She's trying to kill you. Then what you gonna do? And I have been unsuccessful in all of the building. Up to you. These recent monster attacks or whatever really steam my old engine. You know, someone in town got mauled by one of those things. If something ever tried to hurt my Kimmy, there'd be heck to pay. Alright, dog. I love helping Daddy out with work. People in the city might be a little scared of Daddy, but he's always nice to me. Yes. Probably because you're not old enough to be called a sucker fool by your daddy. Get some discipline. Children can't seem to get enough of sneaking into places they shouldn't. I really hope Alec didn't sneak into the mine again and cause everyone trouble. With all the monster attacks recently, I wish he would be more careful. Hoping that would trigger a cutscene. Now let's jump into the chimney so that we can go into the mayor's house. Alrighty, so I've been unsuccessful in every single location that I've been to, and I've talked to everybody except for everybody in the inn. Talked to people in the inn. Remember seeing a couple of people. The place truly deserves its reputation as the leading septium mining town of the entire continent. Of course, my lady. After all, you gave Mayor Bixen quite the alluring deal to stew over yesterday. As things stand, obtaining those beautiful septium crystals is only a matter of time. Wasn't sure what to do, but now my resolve has hardened. I'll be staying right here until those crystals are finally mine. Mwah. Right? What are you in here? What else am I missing? You? What's with the van parked at the front of town? Fancy ride like that sure sticks out around here. Just who does it belong to? Voices can be heard from the door. And I think I've talked to everybody. Buttons. Ask some residents about the incident. What am I missing? Talk to you. I talked to you. I talked to both of you. Oh, I did not see this guy. I'm supposed to help Marlowe learn the ropes, but I can't really do much with the sorry state I'm in. All of this is that darn wolf's fault. Next time it shows up, I'm going to beat it silly with the dull end of my shovel. Okay, apparently there's more people I need to talk to. Who else is looking around? Oh, that was either the person or the last person I needed to talk to. Give our offer some thought, okay? We'll be in touch real soon. Alright. If this person has red hair, then I know who it is. Actually, we'll come and ask you about it tomorrow, so we'll expect an answer then. Dang it. Mafioso. All it'll take is one more little push from us. Almost there, I can see the bonus already. Ravash Goons. What are they doing here of all places? Well, wait a second now. Why the heck were they talking to the mayor? We assumed the Bracers had come here, but the reality was much worse. Yeah, no kidding. Huh. That wasn't the mayor's van, it was theirs. That would explain how a cutting-edge Imperial vehicle ended up all the way out here. Question still stands. What business could the Mafia have with a mining town like mine, Mainz? I know what you mean. You never really see those guys outside of the city. Not really their MO. Well, for now, let's just talk to the mayor. Hopefully he can give us leads on the wolves and why the Mafia decided to pay him a visit. I still don't know why we didn't just barge in. I mean, we barge into everybody else's house, whether they're having a discussion or not. I should have saved. What? You're back? You're already back? Huh? Didn't you hear me? I can't make a decision just like that. Come back some other. What's this? Oh my, you aren't the people who we just spoke to, are you? Pardon my rudeness. I'm Bixen, Mainz mayor. It's alright, sir. We apologize for visiting at such a stressful time for you. Well, I wouldn't say I'm particularly bothered by it. Who exactly are you folks? Alright, Crossbelta Police Department Special Support Section. We came to ask you about the recent monster attack, if you don't mind. Ah, so that's it. You're with the city's police department, are you? At first, I thought you were rookie bracers who decided to swing by Maine's. Yeah, we get that a lot. We asked around town to get a read on the situation, and we heard you've been dealing with a series of troubling incidents. You heard correctly. There have been 3 separate attacks in the area now. Each instance took place at night, and no one was injured during the first 2. But 2 days ago, the culprits drew blood. Luckily, he only suffered minor injuries, but the damage caused by the beasts is getting worse. The entire affair has the whole town scared stiff. I see. However, from what we heard, there was not a single peep when the Guardian Force made their patrols here. That's correct. Those wolves, or whatever they are too cunning for their own good. However, the CGF is still the CGF. What do they think they are doing, abandoning us when they haven't resolved anything? It's disgraceful, don't you think? I understand your confusion, sir. Looks like they've got a lot to worry about. I imagine you also requested some help from the Bracer Guild, right? Yes, well, before the CGF arrived in Maine's, we submitted a request to the guild. Sad to say, they were too caught up in something and couldn't send anyone here. They wouldn't be able to protect us every day either, so we had to rely on the CGF in the end. Then the CGF abruptly decided to pull out this morning. That they did. Like my father used to say, when it rains it pours. Since I had nothing else to lose, I decided I might as well ask the guild for help again, but someone else knocked on my door first. I'm sure you saw them before you came in. You mean Ravash. If you don't mind me asking, what did they want to talk to you about? Well, you see, with the CGF gone, Ravash has offered to become the town's new bodyguards. That way, you'll be ready whenever the beasts decide to show up, they said. Bodyguards, them? No kidding. Well, I bet they're not doing it out of the kindness of their hearts, are they? Certainly not. But they also weren't planning on taking Mira as payment. Instead, they wanted us to give them exclusive trading rights for our Septium in interim. A monopoly on the Septium trade. If I remember correctly, the state owns the mining rights here in Maine's, right? Yes, to ensure we don't mine too much, we have to abide by government mandates. There's also an international market value for Septium, but we can't make any reckless deals. However, who we sell our Septium to is ultimately left to our discretion. For them, playing bodyguards obscures the real objective of controlling Maine's Septium industry. Be that as it may, we still have partnerships we've built up with merchants over the years. No matter which way I try to look at it, this whole thing is a disaster. Sorry to hear that. Things may go straight to Gehenna whenever Ravash is involved. Mayor Bixen, how do you feel about letting us handle the attacks from here on out? Can't make any guarantees, but we may be able to crack this case. Really? Are you sure, Lloyd? You said you are the Special Support Section. Is it really our best option to rely on the police rather than CGF or Bracer Guild? You can trust us with this, sir. If things go according to plan, we can have this solved by tomorrow. Oh, here we go. You're starting to be a little confident there. I'm guessing you're not going to explain the entire plan at all. Lloyd, was it wise to promise something like that? Sure, we know there are 2 kinds of wolves running around now. Do you really think we'll be able to take down the culprits by tomorrow? Well, we don't necessarily need to exterminate them, for starters. From the very beginning, our job was to clear up the mysteries in the CGF's report, right? Well, when you put it that way, without meaning to, we swapped that objective to dealing with the monsters themselves. I have a proposal, everyone. Like that white wolf tried to tell us, I think we already hold all the clues to this case. Why don't we hold a meeting and go over what we know from the beginning? I think that's a good idea. If we lay everything out, maybe we'll discover something new. Alrighty. If that's the plan, we should probably catch the bus back to the city. That's not necessary. We can always just stay in Mainz overnight. A room at the inn should be big enough for us to hold our meeting. Oh, does that mean... I suspect I know what you're planning, Lloyd. You must have realized something about the case, eh? Like you did with that mess in the downtown district. Yeah, I have, though I'm not 100% certain just yet. I'd appreciate any input you guys can give on my deductions so far. We're happy to help. In that case, we should hurry and book a room at the inn. Back. Okay, let's start going over our current situation. Many details were foggy in the CGF's initial report. We knew about the string of monster attacks, but not much more. Fortunately, our investigation shed light on many of those points. But there's something we don't know that by all rights should have become clear by now. Really? What are you talking about? Objective. So I've determined one of the key things detectives look for in an investigation, the monster's motive. Yeah, that's a good point. Considering what happened at St. Ursula, it doesn't seem like they're doing all this out of hunger. And according to the Amorica Village's chief, there's a possibility that all of these attacks are a warning from the Divine Wolves, but it's more likely that those Black Wolves are our culprits. Yes, I agree. The attacks don't fit a wolf's typical behavior, so it makes sense that we have been unable to determine a motive. Yeah. Still, it's too early to conclude that the wolves' attacks don't have a reason behind them. In the case of the hospital attack, the wolves had to take an especially complex route to get to the rooftop. Further, it's strange how they only lightly wounded the victim before leaving. That is peculiar. It's clear that the wolves' movements and actions are too meticulous to simply be on a whim. I get it. So you're saying normally we should have been able to figure out their motive by now, but the fact that we haven't is a clue in itself, yeah? Exactly. In cases like this, it's possible to get stuck thinking a certain way, looking at all the various attacks by the Black Wolves. If we want to find a motive that makes sense, we'll have to look at things from a different perspective. How so? It's actually pretty simple. Generally, crimes consist of 4 aspects: culprit, motive, method, and result. And I think it's possible we might have some things in the wrong places. Wait a second. I'll write these out for us to see. Alright, culprit Black Wolves, objective unknown, means... He didn't say means. He said something else. Wolves ability, and results, property damage, injuries. Yeah, that's the gist of it. And you're saying these ain't the right spots. Well, how about this? Which corresponds with culprits. Unknown. Objective. Property damage, injuries. The mean. The last one was the results. So Black Wolves would be the mean. And then the wolves' abilities would be the results. No, that still doesn't work. Give us not trying. I'm a sucker for. Culprit unknown. Objective wolves' abilities. Means property damage, injuries. Result, Black Wolves. It's not working out. I still think it's unknown. So let's stick with Wolves' abilities for objectives. Black Wolves, result, property damage. There we go. There we go. I'm I feel like the first one could have been a thing, but you know, I guess I don't get my point this time. I think this is right. I don't. You know, one thing that's really lame about games is they'll present you with something like this, and it's like, choose the right option. And then when you think you've chosen the right option, they go, no, that's not right, do it again. It's like, can our character just go through this on their own, please? You know, thank you. Alright, so the culprit is unknown. Objective, wolves' abilities, means black wolves. Results, property damage, injuries. The means part is like the most confusing part. That's it. We go by this now. Rather than the wolves being the culprits, they were the means, and using the wolves' abilities was the motive. Whoa, Lloyd, you completely flipped the case on its head. So you're thinking that people are behind the attacks after all. If they're able to control the wolves, it's natural to think so. Our only problem is not knowing how exactly they're able to do that. Luckily, we have a particular statement that can help us guess their method from someone we talked to. Oh, I think I know. You picked up on it too, Randy. You see, that statement came from... I think it was Litton who was talking about... No, it wasn't. It was... It was the chick with the cat ears. I'm forgetting her name already. Our party member. She heard the whistle, and I thought it was the whistle, but... I have no idea. I don't think it was Litton. I think it was Harold. It wasn't Seeker, so I guess Shizuku is the only one out of process of elimination. Shizuku McLean, the Divine Blade of Wind's daughter, will be the key to cracking this case wide open. Shizuku's statement. Here's what was happening, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. Didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. And after a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound, almost like someone was jumping. Oh, and there was this one other thing. One more sound I thought I heard as all the other sounds were happening. Kind of faint whistling. Oh, she was the whistling one. Okay. I thought it was, Chick Slice, but, you know, sure. Hold on. Was that whistling how they controlled the wolves? Yeah, I think it's likely. Tio, that's who I was thinking of. Wolves are quite similar to dogs. Their ears can pick up frequencies that the average human ear cannot. Special whistles have been made to exploit that for a while now. So our culprits are using a dog whistle then. There are some people out there that use dog whistles to control military warhounds. Though armies don't usually bother with them, it's mainly just Jaegers. See. Interesting. I think I'm starting to see the dots connect. If this was their method, they'd need a way to move the wolves between the different attack sites. Wait, did they... That's right. Remember that van we saw earlier? I can't say it was the same one necessarily, but it certainly looked like a perfect fit for the job. Seems we finally connected the dots. Their motive must have been to monopolize the septium industry. Oh, maybe that was just a bonus. That's what I'm thinking. Ravash is going all out in their efforts to shore up their power and resource in order to crush their rival group Heiwei. They may have been planning to use these trained wolves as one of the weapons in their fight. So this was the perfect chance for them to test out their new attack dogs. If they didn't follow orders, they'd be useless when it came to a real throwdown. That's the truth behind all these different attacks, ain't it? Yeah, I have no doubt. Isn't it strange in the first place that the Mafia showed up, offering Mainz their protection right after the CGF withdrew? The order to withdraw came straight from the CGF commander, and he's said to have ties to a member of the Diet. Given that Ravache has so much of the Diet in their pockets, it's not hard to think they collaborated on this entire thing. Yes, that very well could be. I knew there was corruption in the Diet, but to think they'd actually go this far. Why do they call the Diet the Diet? It really bothers me when there's a word for something and then you use that exact same word to mean something completely different. Like, let's go with read, for example. You can read a book, and you can also have read a book, and they mean different things. How much further do they plan to take this, I wonder? Considering they've already conducted their combat tests, you'd think that'd be enough. However, the fact that they showed up here after the CGF left strongly implies they're still planning something. But their actions this time seem needlessly ambitious. They've gotten greedy and have started to overreach. You were talking about the exclusive trade deal for Mainz Septium. If that is their goal, they will very likely orchestrate at least one more attack, correct? Judging by our past encounters with Ravache, I'd say you're spot on, Teotot. If there's going to be another attack, when do you think it'll happen? Let's see. We know that Mayor Bixen is probably going to contact the Bracer Guild tomorrow. They'd really plan on following through on their threat. Tonight is their only option. Well, that settles it. We are going to drive off the wolves and arrest the Ravache members controlling them then. We must. There's no overlooking something this big. We should contact the CGF for support, or should we contact the CGF for support? Now, if the CGF takes part in this, I bet the Mafia will get to go home scot-free given their ties with that Diet member. We have to do this alone. Understood. They appear, it will most likely be in the middle of the night, right? All the other incidents have occurred late into the night, so that would be a safe assumption. We still have some time left before dark. Shall we make our preparations? If we're running short on supplies, we should take care of that first. Once we're done preparing, let's wait here and on standby until midnight. Ready? Wait and inspect the table. Alright. I need to save and mark, and I'm going to sit down. I'm going to be humble, and then sit down.